When we have people come to see us because they believe that they have been injured due to the negligence of a doctor or a nurse violating the standard of care in treatment given, which is a medical malpractice case, one of the things they want to know is what is the value of my case? And there are way too many variables that go into that determination to go through in a situation where you're not diving deeply into all the specifics of the case, because cases can have so much of a difference in value. First, if you're able to actually recover from whatever the damage they've done, that case has a lot less value to it than a case where you've suffered a permanent injury or even a death. Those cases have a lot more value to them. So we have to really see what the extent of the recovery that you have is before we know what to even begin to think the value of the case may be. Under Georgia law, the things you are entitled to recover when you're injured due to the negligence of another, such as a doctor, are kind of broken down into two categories. And the first one is fairly easy to show, and these are called special damages. This is lost income and medical expenses, and it's easy to determine the value of those things. The harder one to determine is what is called non-economic damages. Those are damages that you can't go get a receipt for, you can't replace, and there's no book you can look into that tells you what the value of it is. These are things like the amount of pain and suffering you've had over a given period, or the amount of pain and suffering you may have in the future. Things such as the loss of ability to enjoy your life the way you want to, or the loss of ability to live your life the way that you want to. If you played a lot of tennis and now you can no longer play tennis ever again because of this injury, that's a life pleasure that you don't get to experience anymore, and you're entitled to compensation for those things. So in working through these types of claims, you have to look at all the different variables in addition to the liability aspect of the claim. There are not a lot of clear liability medical malpractice claims. Doctors always tend to claim that what they did was the right thing, and they're always able to go out and find experts that'll say most anything they want them to say for a price. So you have to evaluate the strength of your claim as well, in addition to how much insurance coverage they have, which for doctors is usually fairly substantial. So the best thing to do is, if you think you have been injured due to the negligence of a doctor or nurse, you need to see a personal injury attorney right away so you can get some help in lining up the things that need to be taken care of to make sure that you can present your case in the most effective way. If you have been injured in one of these scenarios and you would like to come speak with me to determine whether you have a viable medical malpractice case, please give me a call. We're here to help.